Good day everyone, especially to our panelists who are watching right now. I am Dexternal M. Tarsona together with Miss Banyas, Miss Alfonso, Miss Urmatam, Miss Samson, Mr. Aquesa, Mr. Agadir, Mr. Cordero, and Mr. Relieve. And for today's presentation, we are glad to present to you our research which is entitled The Acceptability of Panmintella Essential Oil in Terms of Appearance, Scent, Price as perceived by the citizens of Santa Cruz, Laguna. So as you can see in our title, it has dependent variable which represent the indicator of our product, which are the appearance, scent, and price. Also, it includes the place where the research conducted, which is Santa Cruz, Laguna. So what's something method that we use in selecting a local? To answer this question, may call on Miss Banyas.
The proposed sampling is where the researchers select the sample based on their knowledge about the study and the population. So we choose the selected participant based on our purpose, which is to create an alternative medicine for diseases such as fever, cough, and cold, and most likely for COVID-19. We choose proposed sampling because it is the most effective to the study with a certain cultural domain with knowledgeable experts. We choose the municipality of Santa Cruz to be our subject in this research because Santa Cruz, Laguna have a large population, which means it have a high risk to transfer virus.
Essential oil diffusers are excellent tools to get beneficial essential oils into, and their effects can be felt. They have long been used in aromatherapy treatments as they help to clean the air and promote soothing feelings in the environment. The citizens of municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna is prone to having an infectious decrease caused by bacteria and other viruses. Our group came up with the idea to create a peppermint essential oil with Pandom's amarylfolius extract essential oil, which is naturally made from fresh herbs that undergoes extracting to make a usual ball from essential oil. Panmintella essential oil can relieve headache, fever, cough, colds, and other symptoms of COVID-19. And this is what we come up in our study.
Our product, which is Panmintella essential oil, is made of pandan and peppermint leaves that undergoes extraction to get the oil and nutrients of it.
Framework to determine the acceptability of Panmintella essential oil. As researchers provided a conceptual framework showing the relationship between the independent variable and dependent variable. But first, what is independent variable and dependent variable? Independent variable is a variable that stands alone and can be changed by other variables. Dependent variable is what you measure in the experiment and what is affected during the experiment. It is called dependent variable because it always depends on the independent variable. The figure above is the illustration of conceptual framework. Figure 1 contains the independent variable that includes the profile of respondents of Santa Cruz, Laguna. It would act on a dependent variable which includes the acceptability of Panmintella essential oil in terms of appearance, scent, and price.
For the independent variable, we decided that a profile of our respondent of Santa Cruz, Laguna are based on age, gender, and health condition. Because we think that our organic product will suffice the needs of our target customer, especially that has or have a health concern like fever, cough, and cold. The range of our target customer is 18 above because in that stage of age, some of us is more prone in viruses or disease. That's why we came up with this product to be a medium or to be an alternative medicine to their illness that are made from a natural ingredients.
Our product achieved the goal of aiming its appearance, scent, and price. Appearance of our essential oil is in a tone, which which produced by the extract of the peppermint and the pandan. Our essential oil have minty scent because of the peppermint and grassy sweet scent because of the pandan. In the term of price, our essential oil range in 677 pesos per 100 active. According to Melati Bat and Body 2016, one of the reasons why some essential oil are expensive than the others is due to the cost and complicated production processes. Essential oil range in price depending on how involved harvesting and production are. Within the line, there should be a wide range of prices.
And now, let's discuss the statement of the problem. Since this study aims to determine the acceptability of Panmintella essential oil as perceived by the people living in the municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna, the researchers also aim to determine the following. Number 1. What is the profile of the residents of the municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna in terms of age, gender, and health condition? Number 2, what is the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil? And number 3, is there any significant difference between the profiles of the respondents from municipalities of Santa Cruz, Laguna and the acceptability of Panmintella essential oil? Those said problems had helped the researchers to prove the acceptability of Panmintella essential oil.
Since the respondents have different profiles, the researchers started analyzing them by using different formulas to analyze the information gathered from the respondents. Here are the formulas that are used. And the first computational method that the researchers use are the frequency and percentage. Frequency is where an event or category occurs, while the percentage pertains to the percent of a category has in a whole. And the formula for percentage is equals to frequency over the total number of data multiplied to 100. And the next method that was used is the mean. The mean is an important measure because it incorporates the score from every subject in the research study. To calculate the mean, here is the given formula. Mean is equals to the summation of the observed value divided to the total number of each data. And the next method that are used is the standard deviation. It tells us about the shape of our distribution, how close the individual data values are from the mean value. And the formula for standard deviation is equals to the square root of the summation of each value from the population minus by the population mean raised to 2 divided by the total size of the population. And lastly, the last method that is used is the t-test. It is a statistical test that is used to compare the means of two groups, in which in this study is being applied to the category of each respondent, whether they are male or female, minor or legal age, and with or without health condition. The formula for t-test is equals to the mean of sample 1 minus the mean of sample 2 all over the square root of variance of sample 1 over the number of subjects in sample 1 plus variance of sample 2 over the number of subjects in sample 2.
The research hypothesis says that there is no significant difference between the profile of residents from municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna and the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil.
In our research, we use survey questionnaire to gather information from the citizens of municipality of Santa Cruz. We use Lovin's formula with 30% margin of error to get the total number of respondents from municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna, and we get 50 respondents. The sampling method that we use in selecting our participant is based on the availability of the people of Santa Cruz, Laguna. Finding the frequency and percentage distribution of the respondents in terms of age, we have here three columns which are the age, frequency, and percent. In age, we have two variables which is legal and minor age. In legal age, the age ranges in 18 years old to 65 years old. Frequency of minor age, 14 out of 50 respondents belongs to the minor age, which has 24%. 76 plus 24% is equal to 100%.
The table above illustrates the frequency and the percentage of male and female respondents. It shows that only 15 out of 50 respondents are male, while 35 out of 50 respondents are female. It only means that male respondents have lower percentage than female respondents. The table above indicates the mean scores and standard deviation of male respondents from statement 1 to statement 9, based from their perception. The table illustrates the first mean of each statement, which most are believed to be highly acceptable, with two statements assumed to be acceptable. Given the weight average mean of 4.18 and standard deviation of 0.84, the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil as perceived by male respondent is considered to be highly acceptable.
The table illustrates the frequency and the percentage of the respondent with and without health condition. It shows that 16 out of 50 respondents have health condition, while 34 out of 50 doesn't have any health condition. It only means that the respondent who doesn't have health condition have a higher percentage than those who have health condition. And in this table, it shows the result of the mean level of acceptability of Pandan essential oil as perceived by the respondent without health problem of Santa Cruz. In this table, you can see if there is significant difference in the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil by respondents with and without health condition of Santa Cruz.
The aim of the summary of findings is to provide an overview of the study and to indicate the line and progression of reasoning of this research. The findings are stated according to the research aims. The first summary of findings summarizes the findings on what is the profile of respondents from Municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna in terms of first, age. Since the t-value is equals to negative 0.49, the researchers determined that there is no significant difference. Therefore, the researchers must accept the null hypothesis. There is no significant difference in the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil by legal and minor age respondents of Santa Cruz, Laguna. Secondly, the gender. Since the t-value is 1.89, the researchers determined that there is significant difference. Therefore, the researchers must reject the null hypothesis. The third profile is the health condition. The t-value is negative 0.43, while the critical value is 1.66. According to the decision rule, if the t-value is lesser than the critical value, it means that it is not significant and must accept the null hypothesis. And if the t-value is greater than the critical value, it means that it is a significant and must reject the null hypothesis. Since the t-value is 0.43, the researchers determined that there is no significant difference. Therefore, the researcher must accept the null hypothesis. For the second summary of findings, answers the question, what is the level of acceptability of Panmintella essential oil? With the results gathered by the researchers, it turns out that 16% of the respondents who has health conditions agreed that the Panmintella essential oil helped them, proving that the essential oil is highly acceptable in terms of scent, while 34% doesn't have any health condition, but they agreed that Panmintella essential oil is highly acceptable in terms of appearance. Otherwise, the group that the Panmintella essential oil is highly acceptable in terms of its price. In conclusion, according to the survey, Panmintella essential oil is highly acceptable in terms of its price, scent, and appearance. The last question that is to be answered in the summary findings is there any specific significant difference between the profiles of the respondents from Municipality of Santa Cruz, Laguna, and the acceptability of essential oil? The answer to that, there is no significant difference in terms of age, health condition, while there is a significant difference in terms of gender.
And the most important part is the conclusion. The researchers conclude that their product is suitable for people of all ages, gender, and health condition, and that it is a health-friendly product because of all the respondents interviewed gave a positive comment.
The researchers also have concluded that they recommend that there should be studies and experiments on the oil that is being used as the base. Since coconut oil is used in this study, further improvement and variety of the product can be done by changing the oil base without changing the main ingredients of the study.
Overall, the researchers have convinced the respondent that the product is almost ready to be exhibited, but there's still room for improvement. Those following conclusions have been formed based on the study's findings.
Based on our findings, the areas that we suggest for future research is that 1. There should be further studies on the benefits that the main ingredients of Panmintella essential oil has, which is pandan and peppermint, instead of focusing mainly on its respiratory health benefits. This is to know how beneficial the product is in terms of different health aspects as well. And second is that there should be studies and experiments on the oil that is being used as the base. Since coconut oil is used in this study, further improvement and variety of the product can be done by changing the oil base without changing the main ingredients of the study.
The third and last is there should be further studies specifically on the main ingredients, which are pandan and peppermint, on how it can help the people to relax and relieve stress, especially this time that we have a pandemic. This study can improve the future researchers to gain more knowledge about Panmintella essential oil.
Because of the relevancy of the pandemic that has been affecting the lives of each and everyone else, the researchers actually based off of what has been happening right now. What has been affecting us, or basically, the main problem that we are facing right now, which is COVID-19. Because of this, we decided to focus on the most common symptoms of COVID-19, such as cough. Our study covered respiratory illnesses such as cough and colds, and if we were to conduct this study again, we would have focused on a different problem which might have let us cover a broader range of illnesses or problems.
In this research, I have 2 life lessons that I want to share with you. First, believe in yourself. It is important for our researchers that you have a self-confidence, because even if other people don't trust you, as long as you believe in yourself, you can reach your goals. At the end of the day, doesn't matter who believes in you. You have to believe that you have what it takes to become a researcher. The second is be patient. Good things do not happen overnight, because research should not be rushed. You can get the right studies when you devote enough time for it. There is no such thing as a good outcome if it is rushed. Your journey is yours alone. Embrace your path and make the most of it. And also, I learned how important the aims and purpose of the study are in conclusion. It is to remind the readers of what you have written in the previous chapters. Aside from that, as a young researcher, I developed into being an effective communicator and critical and creative thinker, because I believe that having these 2 factors is essential for us in research and in real life. After all, we all relay message to our co-researchers and brainstorm new ideas in a critical and creative